Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It is a Tuesday morning, and hopefully we have a meditation lined up for you. The last 2 days we've had internet interruptions every time, so we're holding thumbs for today being a better one. Our teacher this week is Anita Moorjani, and her story is incredible. She's a cancer survivor, and she had quite an experience dying from cancer surgery, or dying during cancer surgery on the operating table, and being on what felt to her like the other side. She had some realizations, came back into her body, and over the next while, the cancer completely disappeared. So we'll get into that in one of the morning sessions. Today's meditation is called Limitless. I am limitless. And she's got some beautiful words that speak to this, speak to what it is that we really are, and our true nature, and how limitless that is. Anthony, hello dude, it is so good to see you. I enjoyed seeing some of your pictures and videos about your massive state fair. That looks like so much fun to be a part of. Somebody, good morning, it is really good to see you too. Alrighty, let's get into some thoughts from Anita Moorjani this morning. She says, I understood that at the core, our essence is made of pure love. Understood that at the core our essence is made of pure love. We are pure love, every single one of us. How can we not be? If we come from the whole and also return to the whole, how can we not be pure love? I knew that realizing this meant never being afraid of who we are. Never being afraid of who we are. Therefore, being love and being our true self is one and the same thing. I love how she says this, we are pure love, because how can we not be? We come from the whole and we return to the whole. How are we not just pure love? So you never have to be scared of being exactly what you are, because the truth of what you are is love. Vivian, good morning. Maggie, good morning. Estelle, good morning. It is awesome seeing all of you. So that is what you are at your truth, at your core, is pure love. The next thought from Anita Moorjani says, I detach myself from preconceived outcomes and I trust that all is well. Being myself allows the wholeness of my unique magnificence to draw me in those directions most beneficial to me and to all others. This is really the only thing I have to do. And within that framework, everything that is truly mine comes into my life effortlessly, in the most magical and unexpected ways imaginable, demonstrating every day the power and love of who I truly am. And when she says, this is really the only thing I have to do, what she means is being myself. Being myself is really the only thing I have to do. The last thought we have is, let's just quickly say hello to Charlene and hello to Leshna. Good morning. The last thought is just the same thing, but in one sentence. Your only purpose is to be yourself. Your only purpose is to be yourself. Otherwise, you deprive the universe of who you came here to be. And just in case you missed it, she's got a beautiful explanation of what that is when you are your true self. She says, we are pure love, every single one of us. How can we not be? If we come from the whole and we return to the whole, it must mean that being pure love is just who we are. Isn't it a beautiful way to start your day? Nella, very good morning to you. Our meditation today is called Limitless. I am limitless. And I'd love for you in your mind to pick a flower. In your mind, go into your garden or go into the most beautiful garden you could imagine and pick yourself a flower. This one comes from my garden this morning. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? One of my favorite flowers since I was a kid is a hibiscus. So we've got lots of hibiscus in the backyard, and they haven't stopped blooming the whole year. The flowers have gotten less, and there's just a few flowers right now, but they've been in flower the whole of the last year. Anyways, in your mind, pick a flower, hold it in your hand while we start our meditation, and we'll use this flower on our journey today. I've been testing my internet all day yesterday. I've been testing it all morning this morning, and everything has been great so far. So hold thumbs. Let's see if we can make it through this one. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away on today's journey together. Remember to pick that flower. Here we go. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. Take a deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill your belly with air, raise yourself up, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. Once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you breathe out, soften. Soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. And with every exhale, soften just a little bit more. I want you to remind yourself with your imagination of the place where you pick that flower. Where is this garden where you pick your flower? And put yourself there for the moment in this garden with the flower in your hand or maybe in your hair. For a few minutes, let's breathe there. Deep breaths in and out, full body. In this garden. If you were to put your hands on the ground next to you, what would you feel? What would you feel under your palms and between your fingers? See where this flower grows in your garden. And are there any other flowers that grow there right now? Notice the very slight breeze, and what does the breeze carry to you? What do you feel in your skin? What do you smell? What do you hear? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together. The idea is to help your body stretch, help your body wiggle all of its niggles out, so that after the stretching, it becomes even easier to sit in your meditation for the next while. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles. Big half circles to the left and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, focus on your spine. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch, move, or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. From this beautiful space of presence, we'll turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body and invite softness into every cell in your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders falling, feel your body softening, feel how you are slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you on a journey. You can turn inwards and follow. Feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels really easy. Followed by a long, slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Hold your breath only for as long as it's really comfortable. Don't push. In a meditation, if you try and hold your breath too long, you might switch on your survival nervous system. For this moment, make it really comfortable. I want you to remind yourself of the flower you picked. Hold it in your hand. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, smell your flower. Feel what the stem feels like between your fingers. Take your next big breath. with the stem between your fingers. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, study the stem of this flower. Study the color and the texture. Some stems are fuzzy and hairy and quite hollow. Some stems are much stronger and quite woody. Could be smooth, or there could be lines on the stem. With your next big breath, use your mind to study the stem of your flower. Take your next big breath. At the base of the flower, the stem usually morphs into a little bowl of green petals, like cupped hands holding the flower together. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, use your mind to study the cupped green petals holding the flower together. Take your next big breath. Isn't it just perfect? Study the bottom part of your flower's petals. See what the color is below. Look at the texture on the under part of the petals. Take your next big breath. And then turning over your flower and looking at it from the top or from the front. Trace with your mind the pattern that the petals make all around the flower. What do the edges of these petals look like? And isn't it just perfect? Take your next big breath. And then what does the middle of your flower look like? These could be vastly different. The middle could be a spongy yellow, with lots of pollen. It could be a spongy green even. It could be more trumpet-like, following the petals to the middle of the flower, descending into the depths of this flower. Study with your mind all the details of the middle of your flower. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in. And hold. As you release, feel yourself slipping all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. you to have this flower in your hand again, turning its face towards you. And while you're looking at this flower, I want you to notice how easily you use the word perfect or perfection. We tend to do that when we look at something as beautiful as a flower, produced from a plant growing in a garden. Pure perfection. But I also want you to notice our tendency to overlook the flaws of this flower. It's a beautiful tendency to have, but if we look closely, we will always find a few cells somewhere that didn't grow the way they were supposed to. That didn't grow as symmetrically as they should have. And often in the most perfect flower, we can find a few of these places where it didn't quite grow perfectly. And we have the beautiful tendency to say, oh, but that's exactly how it should be. It is perfect in its imperfection. And we easily say, well, nothing's perfect, but so many things are perfect in its imperfection. I want to remind you to turn those words towards yourself. Because while it's so easy to do it for a flower, we tend to find it a lot more difficult to do it for ourselves. I know you might have felt growing up that there was pressure on you to be perfect. And parents often create that idea, unknowing. But the truth is, we all know nothing's perfect. And you are equally perfect in your imperfection. In fact, I don't like a comparison much, but I think a comparison here can be useful. You are so much more than this flower. For this flower, this expression is it. It is all it has, this one expression. And for you, your ways of expressing are limitless. Just the ways in which you have already been able to create, the ways you've already been able to express yourself in, far outmatches this flower. If you can call this flower perfect, you should be able to call yourself equally perfect. And then there are ways in which you can create. There are ways within which you can express yourself that you have not even discovered yet. When I compare you to this flower, what is clear to me is that you are limitless. Well, it doesn't make either you or the flower any better or any worse. We can appreciate the flower for exactly what it is. We should be able to appreciate you for exactly who you are. Don't forget who you are. We heard it from Anita Murajani this morning. You come from wholeness. You will return to that wholeness. That means wholeness is who you are. Pure love. Pure potential. You don't have to be perfect. But you are limitless. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you. And I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the lesson in this beautiful flower. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the beauty that surrounds us, if we only stop and take notice. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the beauty that each of us is, if we only stop and notice. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the ability that we have to sometimes glance over flaws in order to focus on the beauty. And may we apply that to ourselves a little more liberally. Sometimes glance a little bit more over the flaws and focus on the beauty. What you focus on amplifies. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. And we made it. We got through a whole meditation. Thank you for joining our journey today. And a very good morning to you. Oh yes, Charlene Azaleas, so beautiful too. Let us know in the comments, what is yours? What is the flower that you chose to pick? In, I think it's A New Earth, Eckhart Tolle speaks about, it might be possible that flowers are the reason for human awakening. The reason for human enlightenment. Can you imagine being the first human to look at a flower and go, that's so beautiful? There must have been a point at which there were no beings, no organisms recognizing flowers as beauty on the earth. And there must have been a place where that happened. A time where humans recognized beauty. And I guess, according to Eckhart, that is the moment humans awaken. Thank you, everybody. Have an awesome day. I'm looking at all the different flowers. Roses and lily of the valley. Beautiful stuff. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you right here again soon. Ciao, ciao.